I'm over it. Wow! Had to take a little minute out. Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Kevin and Mikkel. We are back with a new video for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed your week. I keep telling y'all, the best moments happen before this show.
Yes. Can I have come in?
I'm so mad.
I'm in too. But I was put in that predicament to be an auditor, a psychiatrist, and a justice.
All and the y'all call me
thing.
thing.
Yes, I had to. I'm always calling the thing a thing.
You losing your voice?
No, I'm actually
getting it back.
I wouldn't say getting it back, but I'm getting over a cold. I had a cold this weekend.
Lord. Well, I hope you guys are doing good. I'm doing good. I went to the doctor's today. Lord, you know they put me on medication.
I noticed that you have that thing.
Yes. You know, I had to get all my little tests done today. And, yes. Girl.
Wait, but so medication for what? Because you get
they said
gallbladder?
Because that I had to get a referral, and now I gotta go to the doctor and get the surgery. I don't know when I'm gonna get the surgery, but I gotta get it done. I want it out.
Right.
And they said I had high blood pressure, and I mean high blood pressure. So that was.
No, I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it to be funny, but let me tell you something. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, because it's no joke. When I go to the doctors and they tell me that, I won't be surprised. I have to cut back on what I'm eating.
Yes.
I know what you eat, and me and you eat the same. So if you got it, I
was like, I don't know.
You're gonna have to cut back.
Yeah. But I don't. You know, since I've been in the hospital, I haven't been eating crazy. But you know, like some canned goods, and I just can't eat stuff with high sodium. And
my father has high blood. He's a diabetic.
It's crazy. I was like, what are y'all talking? Because I thought everything was like, yo, you're fine, but their high blood pressure is a hot ass mess, and he said it was too high. So I was like, yeah, but okay, let's do that and let's get everything else done.
So if I see you like eating some crazy shit, I have the right to tell you no.
Yeah, I won't be eating crazy.
Slumped over in front of me.
I ain't got time for that.
Me neither, because I need my check.
Yeah. But yeah, it's very serious. But I mean, I'm doing good. I'm doing good, y'all. I'm doing really, really good. Yeah. So I'm just waiting to get that surgery. I'm ready to have it. And let me stop, because I don't want no pains going on. If you're first time watching to the Scorpion Show, I hope that you click that subscribe button. And everybody, please click the like button and share this video on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or wherever you choose to share our videos. What's today? Thursday. So Tuesday night, President Obama had his final address to the nation, and this was Obama's farewell. And Obama spoke for a good 45 to 50 minutes, and I enjoyed every moment of it because he was up there reading the girls, he was up there preaching to the girls, and he was up there teaching to the girls. And it was just really, really good. And something that stood out to me is when he started talking about people that get behind that keyboard and just be typing keys. He said, get up from in front of that computer and go out and talk to people, get to know people. And then he also talked about how people that don't like things that's going on in their community, how they should get out there and start running for office and things like that. And that is something that I've been telling one of my best friends. I've been telling him this for a long time. Because I get tired of the text messages. I get tired of seeing the Instagram and Facebook posts like, okay, you can only say but so much on social media. Now it's time to get your ass out there and do something about it. Because complaining is only going to just be you complaining. But if you go out there and protest or you try to get things done, then you can really start a movement for change. Typing, oh my God, this shit is ridiculous, ain't going to do nothing. Like, I typed to the mayor about these high-ass beverage prices. There's no way soda that costs $1 should cost, the tax should be an extra $1 just because it has sugar in it. And who do you think, like, Philadelphia is not rich. We are not one of the richest cities in the nation. Most of this city is like, it's more African American than white people, and a lot of us are in poverty. So you're charging extra. Oh, he's like, oh, it's only 1.5 cents more an ounce. No, that's not right, because you know they shouldn't be putting it on us anyway. But since they're giving it to the stores get the tax, they're going to put it down on us, and people don't got money like that. Chips going up, hugs, what you call them little snacks and shit. Like they charging you more and they making them smaller. Like honey buns used to be my shit. Now honey bun is like 75 cents, and it used to be 35 cents when I was growing up. Everything just going up. It's just ridiculous. But if you get out there and protest and you really want to make a change and you start a movement, then you can make change. And that's something that I enjoyed from his speech. What did you like?
Excuse me. I enjoyed the ending when he started to talk about his family.
Yes,
that's when I thought it was me.
Crying?
What?
Oh, I did not cry.
I thought it was me that was crying until I didn't even check social media that night, you know, because my phone was charging. Mm-hmm. So I checked it the next morning, and when I saw people talking about how they were crying on certain, I was like, whoa, 'cause I was in my bed like. Then when I saw his daughter, I said, oh.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But when he spoke so highly of his wife, and then he spoke so highly of his children, and then how he spoke of Joe Biden, it was like they really all became this really close-knit family. And it was like, it's crazy because I remember in 2008 when Barack Obama and Joe Biden were running against each other for that Democratic spot. And I loved when President Obama said, Joe Biden was my first and only pick to be my vice president. My first and only pick. And it just made me feel so good. It was like, wow. But another thing that made me so happy is that we've been seeing this for the past 8 years. But it just reiterated on Tuesday night when I was able, when the camera kept panning out into the crowd and you saw people of all ethnicities, all races. You just saw it.
Yes,
you saw blacks, you saw whites, Asians. You saw young, old, Hispanics. You saw all different people. It didn't look like a Trump rally where you just only see all white people and majority of them are old white people. You know, you saw all different types of people. That is what it's supposed to look like. That showed you that President Obama was somebody who represented everybody. And in return, everybody came to thank him, to say thank you, Mr. President, for being our president. 8 years of no scandal, no type of major anything. All the accomplishments that he made in the 8 years. They caught Osama bin Laden. Healthcare.
Gas went
down. Now it's going back up. Lord have mercy. Yeah. Now it's going back up, but gas going down. I mean, just him coming out and supporting the LGBT community, the Supreme Court. You know, I mean, just so many great things happened in his 8 years. Mm-hmm. It's very unfortunate that a lot of the things are going to be rolled back.
All those steps forward.
But you know what? Back. Those of us with connected brain cells know the accomplishments that President Obama made in his 8 years. And even though the Republicans have the power now to repeal some of the stuff that he set forth, we will never forget his accomplishments. We'll never forget them. No matter how hard the Republican Party and the people on the right try to belittle him and try to diminish his accomplishments, we, the people, the real people, we will never forget what it is that he did and how it was and what it is that he did and how it affected people throughout this country. We'll never forget it. We just won't. So no matter how hard they try to just make it seem like he didn't do anything, those of us that know better, we know that that man accomplished so much. His wife she just became this figure that you hadn't seen in a long time with first ladies. She became a whole like, I mean, it was just, it's so sad because in like 7 to 8 days, they're just not going to be there anymore. But, and then you go from seeing him give that amazing farewell speech to the very next day, Donald Trump
Guess what? Guess who woke me up that morning?
Donald Trump.
Luke James. Because Luke James and
he called you?
no, but he was.
I was about to say, why
he's
he
on
called
Good
you?
Day Philadelphia. I didn't know he was in town.
Yeah, what? Yeah, I didn't know he was.
But I just want because he did wake me up, and then I had went back to sleep. Then I woke up. Trump was on my TV.
Trump was on TV.
At the first, it was like 3 people spoke before Trump spoke, and I was over it. Then Trump went on to his long speech about himself.
Are you in my brain? I was in my car today thinking about that. Like, you know what? It's crazy because whenever Trump gives a speech, it always turns into him self-gloating.
Yeah.
What he did or how great his company is.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't have to do that. I really didn't. But I did anyway. Like, this is, go ahead.
Yeah, so he was just talking about himself, and I was getting over it. And then I was like, okay, when he's gonna take questions, he finally started taking questions, and you can see he was becoming irritated with some of the questions, and
because he didn't have the answer.
He didn't have the answer, and he did not want to take any more questions. So then he's like, yeah, speaking of such and such, I'm going to bring up my lawyer.
Right.
And then his lawyer came up and spoke about, oh, his sons are going to take over Trump businesses, and Donald Trump won't have anything to do with it. And I'm just like, first of all, we're talking about Donald and Eric Trump Jr.
Right. The president-elect's sons.
You honestly think they're not going to talk about what's going on with the business?
This is a model purge family. Okay, this is the family from the purge.
They all got something going on. All of them.
They all look sneaky.
Especially Eric. He looks like he looks like
something from the purge.
Yeah.
You ever see that Purge 2? I think it was when that family had that black guy from the store all in their house, and he was about to kill him. How does he look like?
He just looks weird.
Y'all know what I'm talking about. I know which family I'm talking about. They do. They're like from the purge. That rich white family that had that black man from the store in their house, and they were about to kill him.
I didn't see that one.
You didn't see Purge 2?
No, but yeah. So yeah, I'm just like, there's no way in hell Donald Trump is not going to know what's going on. And then Ivanka Trump, she's going to be working. I mean, she's moving to D.C. I don't know what capacity she's going to have, but they talking about she's going to take over the role like a first lady instead of Melania Trump.
So what about his wife?
First lady?
Who is the first lady?
She's going to take care of Barron because Barron is, I don't know. And I don't want to talk about
He's still in school.
Yeah, and I don't need him to take
Well,
over
the excuse that they're giving is
bullshit.
Well,
Well,
no.
no, go to a good school in D.C.
No, because I'm actually going to take up for them. And I'm going to tell you why I'm going to take up for them. Because it's the middle of the school year. And their thing is we don't want to take him out of the school that he's in right now in the middle of the school year and have to transfer him to the new school year. A new school. Their thing is we're just going to wait until June when the school year's over and then move to D.C. and then September. That's the same.
Yeah, that's not bad.
No, because that's actually the same thing the Obamas are doing. They're not moving to Chicago when they leave next week. They're staying in Washington until their daughters graduate from high school.
Well, Malia already graduated.
Yeah, but the youngest one, did you hear what I just said? The youngest one is in high school, and they're not going to leave until she graduates, and then they're going to move to Chicago.
But what grade is she in now?
Who knows? But she's somewhere.
And that's why she wasn't at the final farewell.
And you know what? I may be wrong. It may not be until she graduates. It may just be until this school year is over, because they're not going back to Chicago until she's finished school. That's why they were looking for a house. Yeah,
nice.
That's why they were looking for a house in DC. So I get it. Some parents just don't want to leave because they feel like we don't want to do that, and I understand it. I mean, I understand it. And to me, I felt like that was a good excuse.
I don't think Melania Trump wants to roll anyway. Like, where is she? I mean. And then Donald Trump's son-in-law will be.
She's going to be a very ineffective.
I'm working under him. It's just like it's too much family business involved in this, and then there's too many corrupt people that they have being confirmed in the Senate for whatever positions that they have. It's just too much going on. But at this point, I'm just like, bring it the fuck on, okay? If Jeff Sessions get through,
let this train wreck start moving.
Yes.
But
if we can save whatever we can save, we will try to save. The main thing right now is the Obamacare that everybody is complaining about. You can't repeal nothing without a replacement.
But you know what the problem is that once they do get it repealed, there's going to be a lot of people who are going to lose their health care. There's going to be a lot of people who are going to lose jobs. They're going to lose people with pre-existing conditions. They're going to lose that ability to be able to afford their health care when they need to go to the hospital, whatever the case may be. excuse me, this is why it is so important that we know who it is that are our state representatives. It's so important that we know that. So like Kevin said earlier, when that soda tax hit us, Kevin got immediately on Twitter and he wrote the mayor of our city. And you want to know what happened? The mayor of our city actually responded back to Kevin. You have the power. Don't let nobody tell you that you don't have the power. You have the power. Pick up your phone. Go. First of all, we have something called the internet that's been around since 1995, okay? Use it. Don't just use it to search porn sites or use it for Kim Kardashian and Beyonce and Backpage. Just all that. Use it for a purpose, which is finding out who your state representative is, your state senator, finding their phone number, calling their office. If they don't answer, if a clerk or whoever don't answer, you leave a message and you keep going on. You have your friends, you have your families doing it, and let them know that if they vote to repeal Obamacare, whether they're Democrat or Republican, if they vote for it, you let them know that you and whomever else is going to go make sure that 2 years from now, when they have those midterm elections, that you are not going to vote for them and you're going to vote somebody. You have the power to do that because they get scared from that. They want to make sure that they get all the votes that they can get. If you show them that you have the power and let them know, I'm not going to stand for this, and not only do you leave a voicemail or you talk to somebody, but you let them know why it is that it is crucial that they don't vote to repeal Obamacare. You let them know, I have a loved one who has this condition, and if they lose Obamacare, they are going to be shit out of luck. Or I have a condition, and if I lose this, Obamacare may not be the best, but it is better than what it was that I had before, which was nothing. Okay? So you let them know that. You have the power. You have the power. Just like the rednecks had the power back in November, and they voted Donald Trump in there. You have the power. You have it. So use your power. Stop saying, oh, well, it don't matter anyway, because I'm fired up for 2020. I'm fired up for 2019, okay? I'm fired up for it. I am fired up. I cannot wait, because I asked Instagram last night if they thought that Cory Booker could be the Democratic
off for 7 minutes and something seconds.
Cory Booker, a senator from New Jersey, he's showing me great signs that he's getting his name more and more out there, and he's making a voice for himself, because I have a feeling that in 2019, Cory Booker's going to be saying to us, I'm running for president.
Yeah, he's no Barack.
He's no Barack. But we got to give him a chance. Yeah. You got to let him grow, and he has plenty of time to grow. He has plenty of time to grow and to get better and get better. And hell, not just even Cory Booker. There may be some other Democrats that may pop up out there, but we need new,
you know what?
Fresh
the Democratic Party is going to have a tough time winning elections and winning presidencies without a strong face of the minorities. And if you don't get like black people in there, like influential black people to fire up these Democrats, then y'all won't be winning anything, because at this point they feel like you're not doing anything for me anyway. And we won't be winning anything.
Hell, even a Latino. Yeah. It don't even have to be somebody black. It could be a strong Latino force. Yeah. To let you know, I'm with my black and Latino brothers and sisters. And the disenfranchised whites.
Because it's just like, just being white is not good enough, because it's not, you're not going to make an impact to neighborhoods, because you'll just be any other politician. So they voted to keep Nancy Pelosi in her position, but maybe they need more black Democrats or influence, like Kamala Harris. And I know she's a senator now for New Jersey, but she has a lot of power and impact. So maybe she might want to run for office or do something different. That's what we need. And I know that Keith Ellison is running to be the leader of the Democratic Party, the DNC. I think that would be great. And then what we need to do is just get out there in these neighborhoods and let people know, if you don't like what's going on with Donald Trump being in the White House, then you need to come out in these midterms and vote these people out for 2018 so we can get control of the House and maybe control of the Senate. Whenever those seats are up, we need to be taking them back, because somebody text you. Yeah. Because it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous that the Republicans control everything. They control the House, the Senate, and the White House. And they're going whatever they can do to make us go back. That's what they're going to do.
And that's why I said this is where we the people come in
Yep.
and show them that we have the power. We have the power.
And don't you forget it.
You just have to start. You have to start using your power. If Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks and Medgar Evers and Dorothy Height and all those other civil rights figures from the 50s and 60s had the power to make change, without the internet, without cell phones, without any type of technology of communication other than word of mouth and picking up the phone and calling somebody, or if they only just had that and they had the impact that they had, we should be able, if y'all can get on Twitter and form protests when somebody kills somebody, when a cop kills a black person, then you should be able to form a protest, the same protest on Twitter, when you want to stop the lawmakers down in Washington doing certain things that is not beneficial to the American people. Okay? Because it don't make no sense that every time a cop kills somebody, no, it does make sense.
They come out the woodworks.
They come out the woodworks. But when it comes to something like this, all you see is Twitter fingers, but you don't see no movements. You don't see nothing like that. So we need to start using the power that we have, or else we're going to keep getting the results that we're getting. I said this 8 years ago. I said this for actually the past 8 years. Obama is not going to be our president forever. And I loved, because it hit home, when he said, when they started chanting at his speech, 4 more years, and he said, oh no, that's not going to happen. I love that he said it. It's not going to happen. Next Friday, he's done. At 12 noon, when Trump raises his hand and puts that other one on the Bible, Obama is done as president. He becomes one of us, a private citizen. Obama out. He's out. So there is no more Obama. So you need to start paying attention.
Now, is he going to stay for Trump's inauguration?
Yes.
Or he's
Well, that's after the inauguration, the helicopter ride. So what they do is they go to the inauguration with him. He's going to be there. He's going to be there for the swearing in and the speech. And then once it's over, him and Trump, they're going to leave out. Trump and his wife, whatever order is doing, whoever's there. Well, I'm sure his wife will be there. I'm sure she'll be there. They will walk the Obamas out just from the Capitol, whatever the case may be, and they'll do the final goodbyes to each other. And then, if the weather permits, they'll get on the helicopter and fly off. If not, I remember when the Clintons left in 2001, the helicopter was there, but they couldn't fly off because of the weather, so they just got in the limo, and the limo drove them off. But yeah, that's how it goes. So he'll be there for the whole inauguration. Yes, he will.
Yeah. So, everybody been talking about this Michael Jackson thing. What's his name? Joseph Fine. One of them.
Somebody who should be playing them.
Look, it's not even a big thing to me because it's not even a movie about Michael Jackson.
What is the movie about?
It's it's a story about Michael Jackson, Marlon Brando, and Elizabeth Taylor. They happened to be in New York during 9/11, and because they couldn't get on the plane to fly nowhere, they go to a rental center and rent a car and take a road trip.
No, this is a fictional
story.
Okay, but even though it's not real, I bet you they're using white actors to play Marlon and Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Right.
But
so which?
Listen, Michael's skin color was what color?
It doesn't matter. Michael Jackson was an African American. It doesn't matter. I don't care if my skin turned navy fucking blue right now. I'm still a black man.
You're right. You're right. That's not a.
It should be a thing, Kevin. Because if it should be a thing. It should be a thing.
Maybe before I probably felt some kind of way about it because we heard about it before, but now I'm just. That's like getting Winona Ryder to play Janet Jackson. Oh, you would be over that, of course,
right?
Because that's a dark-skinned woman.
Exactly. Regardless of Michael Jackson's skin tone, his skin was like that because he had a skin disease, not because he was like, oh, I wanted to be. We know that, and for years people thought, oh, he bleached his skin, but we later found out in later years that no, Michael Jackson had a skin disease, and that's why his skin was like that. Well, he bleached it, but he also had a skin disease, which makes it even more sensitive to the fact that you look and you say, well, Michael Jackson is just. He's not good enough to have somebody black play him, so we're going to find a white.
No, I don't think that.
No, I think so. Because let me tell you something. whether the story is fictional or not, you are still basing this story on non-fictional people. Marlon Brando and Elizabeth Taylor were
And
real
they all
people.
look good. Like
They were real people.
They look.
So if you want to use a white man to play Michael Jackson, get a black woman to play, get Cicely Tyson to play Elizabeth Taylor. Get Morgan Freeman to play Marlon Brando. And then we can all make it even.
I think
we can make it even.
You know why I'm not really mad about it? Because this is not a fucking Michael Jackson.
It doesn't matter if it was a Michael Jackson cartoon.
It's not. Listen, I don't care if they had somebody black playing Michael Jackson in the beginning and then pick somebody white to play. Like, it's not. Michael Jackson's skin color was white.
But Michael Jackson's
his skin color was white. His hair looked like a white man. We're not going to get into the other facial features.
That's because they were wigs on his head. They were wigs. Yes, they were wigs on his head.
All right, but if they got a light skinned black man, you still gonna have to put makeup on him.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. And even though Flex Alexander
he looked horrible.
He was horrible. Listen, even though Flex Alexander was horrible as Michael Jackson, you know who? But we couldn't deny the fact that they got a black man to play him. You know who they could have got to play Michael Jackson? That new young actor, even though he's young, they could have got somebody that looked like that young guy who's in the New Edition movie. The really cute, light-skinned guy that's in the New Edition movie now. I can't think of his name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. He's light-skinned. He has the Jackson eyes or whatever the case may be. Maybe if he was older, he would be able to play him. But you can find somebody along those lines. Hell, even if they got Michael Ealy to play Michael Jackson. Hello? Like, it doesn't make sense. I think it's disrespectful because that means you're going to tell me it's okay that we find two white actors to play Elizabeth Taylor and Marlon Brando, but we got to find a white man to play Michael Jackson simply because his skin color was white. Hello? But the man was black. What about his mother and father who are still living? They're black. His brothers and sisters, they're black. Oh, y'all, he's not good enough. Like, come on. I don't know how you think that that's okay, but it's not.
It's not a big thing to me. It's not a big thing to me.
It should. It would be a big thing to me if you died and they did a cartoon or a commercial with us and they used some what's that? Jonas Noah, or whatever the hell his name is from some stupid white boy movies to play you. I would be over that. Like, how dare y'all do my co-host like that?
But you're still gonna get a check though, right?
No, I'm not gonna be in it. But you know what I would do? It's not about getting a check, it's about respect.
I'm just playing. But what I'm saying is, look.
Because that's disrespectful.
I get it. But
I don't think you do.
No, I get it. I get exactly where you coming from, but I get where I'm coming from. That it's not a big deal to me. Your thing is they could have found a black person.
No, they not could have. They should have. They could have.
They could have, but they didn't. And you're saying now they should have. They could have, but it's not, for me, it's not a big thing. I think I lost my outrage once I seen, oh, this is just...
Your outrage should have been still there.
No. It should have. No. Because this is not about Michael Jackson. It's not about Michael Jackson. But I would be okay if they had somebody... I think I still would be okay if they had a white person playing an older Michael Jackson.
It's not about Elizabeth and Marlon either, but they still found two white actors to play them.
Yeah, but you know what? They're white, and I understand you saying that he's black. But why not get a high yellow black person to do it and then put makeup on him?
Right,
okay, I get it.
If you did that, at least we would know that the person was black.
Well, history has shown us what happened when you throw that makeup on black people. And
no, that's not true because we talking about a movie that Flex Alexander was in, a made-for-TV movie. We're not talking about a big production. No big production is going to have you looking stupid like Flex Alexander. That was just downright stupid. Hell, even from the movie, I can never think of the name with the Jackson 5 movie. What was it called? American Dream or something like that? Dream. Even the guy who played the older Michael Jackson when he was light-skinned or whatever, he was a light-skinned guy.
But that was pre-Michael Jackson.
But you could have found somebody his complexion and put like makeup on him. Hell, they didn't even have to be honest with you, they didn't even have to, because it's a fictional story, it's not real. Why did they even have to use the Michael Jackson like Michael Jackson? They could have used the original still Michael Jackson.
They used the 2001 Michael Jackson, bitch. Because that was his.
Well, that is how he looked.
That was
I do remember too during the 9/11 that his hair wasn't long either. It was short. But in that movie, his
he
hair
had
is
like
long.
that,
Because remember, that Jackson 5 special was the day before 9/11.
It sure was.
And his hair was short. Don't play with me. So if you want to use that 9/11, you should have used it right here, too.
Well, it was a wig, right?
No, that was his real hair on that 9/11 special. It was a short cut.
Yeah, like, I remember.
Right. So then why in that movie they got a long wig on him?
I don't know.
I bet you don't.
I didn't direct it.
You should ask him.
You can ask them. You can find out. They said it's going to air.
You know why I'm
they
not
said it's
gonna
going to air in
I'm
England.
not watching.
It's
Of course it's going to air in
It's
England.
not going to air.
Because they know they air it over here.
I don't know. How do y'all feel about it? Let us know. It's going to.
I know how y'all feel about it.
I want to see.
It's disrespectful to a legend. Michael Jackson is a legend.
God.
Don't do that. Don't do that to him. It's not right.
Maybe people might be mad at me. I don't know. I'm just not mad about it.
I'm not mad at you. I'm just shocked because I know how. I'm shocked because you're a Jackson fanatic. I'm just shocked that you were saying that. I would not want
think
them
it's
to get
probably because the
Winona Ryder to play Janet Jackson.
It won't happen. But Hollywood has a history.
Wait a minute.
But Hollywood has a history of doing it all the time.
Why you
like
think
they
it
pick
won't
white
happen?
people? They pick white people to play Egyptians all the time.
Right,
They were black.
but that's not right. That's why
It's
people
not
called
right.
them out on it, and that's why that movie, that recent movie, what the hell is the name of it? It's on the tip of my tongue because I went to go see it. Exodus. That's why many people boycotted Exodus, and I actually kind of wish they wouldn't have boycotted it because I went to go see it and I thought it was a very good movie, but I understood why. Because they were not white people over there in Egypt. They were nice, fair, brown-skinned people. But people like us, they made their voices heard and they boycotted it, as they should have. And I don't think Exodus did well at the movie theaters at all because people are like, I'm not going to go see that. That, first of all, that's not even a clear depiction of how the people looked back then. Mm-hmm. So yes, people have the power. You have the power. You just got to use it. Yeah, white people, they do it all the time, but just because Hollywood does it all the time doesn't make it right. Doesn't make it right. And that's why if we continue to let them continue to do that, they will think, if we continue to let them do that, they'll think that it's right. And you know what'll happen? 30 years from now, they'll have a white family playing the Obamas. And I can see you now, oh, well, it's not.
They had a black family playing the Honeymooners too. They do it all the time.
That was a remake, and the Honeymooners. No, you did not say the fucking Honeymooners. The Honeymooners was a TV show.
And then they turned it into
We are talking about real life people. You tried it. He really tried it.
Also, Kevin can't tell the difference between real life and fantasy.
No, he can't. Because you just said the Honey fucking Mooners.
Oh my god. This is a good way for me to drink water now. Making it 8 to 10 ounces. I
have a big, what's the name? Oh, that's how you drink it instead of just drinking it?
Now instead of just, like, I could just pour it in here.
Just pours in there, what's the name?
Yeah. But yeah, I really want to know how y'all feel about it. I think right now when they do the big budget film.
Why? Why should it matter?
When they do the big budget film.
Why should it matter?
I don't know. Tell them that is human nature. I don't know. Vivica Fox. Now, let me tell y'all something, okay? Everybody has been going crazy about Vivica Fox and her tone. Like, I didn't hear nothing homophobic in her tone when I watched that TMZ clip of them asking her about having the men dance for, can the gay people come to the club? And she said, hell no. She said, hell no. Like, to me, it was like, everybody like, no, hell no. Like, I didn't hear that. She said, hell no. And people went off. Well, and then the guy of the show was like, I don't want to work with Vivica no more. Like no, y'all not going to Kimberell Vivica Fox.
No, let me say this. I didn't hear and I didn't see what she said. I'm only going by what you just said.
And she was saying like they're dancing for women.
Right.
This is her time.
Right. But you say it time and time again. It's not what you say,
it's how you say it. Yeah.
Her response was not appropriate. What she should have said was what you just said. Listen, this show right here, this review right... First of all, Vivica is professional. She's been in the game for 20-something years. So she knows right from wrong. She should have said, well, listen, this review right here, whatever kind of show this is, I don't know what kind of show, but whatever this is actually for the ladies only. But what I will do, she could have even told a little white lie. But what I will do in the future is have something where everybody can come and be a part of it. But right now, I'm just doing something for the ladies right now. That would have been, and you know what? We wouldn't even be having this conversation. But the hell no is just like saying, can black people come to the show? Donald Trump? Hell no, they can't come. That's what it looks like. She may not have said it, or you may not have took it like that.
Yeah.
But I didn't even hear what she said, but just by what you're saying, I would take offense to that too, because it's like, Vivica, you are a professional and you know the right way and the wrong way to say it. We always say, people need Matthew Knowles School of Training. And that's where that could have kicked in.
Yeah,
because I doubt if any girls from Destiny's Child would have made a hell no remark. They would have been on. They would have known what to say.
They probably would have said no.
They wouldn't. But they probably would. But see, what I'm saying is, Vivica could have said no without saying no.
Hell yeah.
She could have said no without saying.
Yeah, she could have.
And then, like I said, we wouldn't even be having this conversation.
Yeah, but I'm just like, nah, bitch, you're not gonna try to come for Vivica Fox.
No, I don't think she's a. I don't think she's a homophobe.
Yeah.
No.
I don't believe she. No. That's why I just was like,
no.
What do y'all want me to go in on her? No. Like we first of all, we say stuff about women all the time that some women might find offensive, but you ain't gonna never hear nobody say, "Oh, you're heterophobic" or anything like that. But from what I'm understanding, let me say something. Everything is not about gay people, and if you can have your way, oh, it's because you don't like gay people. No, it don't work like that. When this is a strip club, now you might say some of the men might be gay. That's not the motherfucking point. The point is they are dancing for women. This is an all-male review for women, okay? And that's what they expect to be dancing for, women. Now what they do on the side is what they do on the side. It is not your business to go ahead and call up radio stations or call up TV shows and say, oh, well, this person on there is gay and I know they're gay because X, Y, and Z. Right. It is not okay to out people, and gay people do it all the time. And that's why some of them get killed, because you up there outing people. But going back to my point, okay, you did not like how Vivica said it, but all of this, oh, Vivica Fox don't want the gays at a show. It's not like that, because you're making it seem like she's homophobic. This is an all-male review for women. Some men don't feel comfortable dancing for other men, so no, men are not allowed. And all this dick out here on Pornhub and XTube and all this shit, and you complaining about Vivica Fox show? Because you didn't like how she said, hell no, they can't come.
So let me ask you this. Do you agree with Ben Carson when he says that gays shouldn't have special privileges when it comes to housing?
Special privileges for housing?
Yes. Because...
Wait up. Don't throw me off guard. Let me read it. Let me read it.
Because...
But why would that question even come about?
Well, because I'm about to tell you why it came about. I'm going to tell you exactly what it was about. Because, okay, here it is.
Yeah.
So, Ben Carson, right. Ben Carson pushed back Thursday against being labeled anti-gay and anti-affirmative action at a confirmation hearing on his nomination to run the Department of Housing and Urban Development, saying he believed in equal rights, not extra rights. Senator Sherrod Brown, the top Democrat on the committee, pressed Mr. Carson on whether he would protect the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender community in public housing. Of course, I would enforce all the laws of the land. Of course, I think all Americans should be protected by the law, Mr. Carson said. What I have said before is I don't think anyone should get extra rights. That has been a common refrain from the conservative Christian, which has drawn fire in the past from the LGBT activists. Mr. Carson, a retired neurosurgeon and former presidential candidate, also was called on by Mr. Brown to defend his views on affirmative action and housing programs. Mr. Brown asked about an op-ed he penned in the Washington Times in 2015 that criticized an Obama administration rule that required HUD to look for and correct patterns of racial bias in housing. The op-ed, Mr. Carson compared the rule to desegregation, busing of school students in the 70s and 80s, which he said caused as many problems as it fixed. These government engineered attempts to legislate racial equality create consequences that often make matters worse. There are reasonable ways to use housing policy to enhance the opportunities available to lower income citizens, but based on the history of failed socialist experiments in this country, entrusting the government to get it right can prove downright dangerous. At the hearing, Mr. Carson said his comments had been distorted and were not an anti-affirmative action. So basically, Ben Carson believes, because his whole, well, we all know that Ben Carson is not a fan of the LGBT.
No.
Because he's, but that's his right. That is his right. But Ben Carson is basically saying that a lot of people in the gay community feel as though they should have these extra privileges and extra rights simply because they are gay. And his whole notion is, I'm not going to, as if I am confirmed as the director of this department, I am not giving anybody any special rights simply because they are gay. You are going to have the same rights as everybody else, whether you are gay or straight.
Okay.
And I'm just asking you, do you think that is right? Because some gay people in the gay community feel as though, Mr. Carson, you've always been against gays. This is nothing new, and so therefore, I actually
I agree with Ben Carson.
I actually do too. But because of what you were saying about this, I just wanted to see how you felt.
Let me tell you something. When you're looking for an apartment, I don't think they say, are you gay or straight?
I don't think
it don't matter.
Right.
As long as you can pay this motherfucking bill,
right, that's
the main thing. Now, when it comes to LGBT housing, I do think that maybe for like for different LGBT community homes that they have, because they do have like some homeless shelters for gays, I do think that maybe they can help they can give that whatever house it is, they can give them extra funding.
What you mean whatever house?
Huh?
What house?
If they looking for a home, like when it's time for them to get out, because sometimes they shelter you for a while, and then
a gay shelter. Yeah. You don't mean a house like in a gay house?
Not a gay house. Like a
I was about to say, 'cause I feel as though that's extra.
A shelter for LGBT.
Okay.
They can just like they would do any other shelter, like the Red Cross and things like that. Give them enough money and help them find an apartment and things like that. But what extra privilege do you need just because you're gay to find housing?
Well, and like I said, I agree with Ben Carson too. Excuse me. I think the problem is that, or the issue, is that you have a lot of people in the LGBT community who, at some point in time, will throw just like white people say blacks throw the race card, will throw that gay card and say, well, listen, I feel as though I'm being discriminated against because I'm gay. Now, granted, there are people out there who will not rent to you because you're gay.
Yeah.
They won't. Just like there are people out there who won't rent to you because you're black. And it ain't got shit to do with the money. For all of us will look at it and say, well, it's money. Like, why you not taking my money? But some people like, I don't want no blacks in my apartment building. Or I don't want no blacks in my house that I'm renting out. Some people, if they see a gay couple coming about, they probably be like, I don't want that in here. Why? Because you got some of those Christians that feel as though I don't agree with that, and so therefore I'm not, and so therefore I don't want any of that in here. And so you have, and that's being discriminatory right there. I will say that. But I think what Ben Carson is saying is that not about the discrimination, but rather some gays feel as though they have these extra privileges and extra rights. And he's like, no, you have the same rights as everybody else. And you ain't getting no extra rights simply because you're gay. And I agree with that. I don't need no extra rights simply because I'm black. I don't need that.
Try being black and gay, okay? Because these white gays, I don't know. But these white gays, they can discriminate against black gays, period.
Right.
You could be white, own a business, and have black patrons, and you still call them niggas. Yeah. And you're gay too. Right. So,
yeah. Just like the guy here.
Yeah,
is he gay?
Yeah, he is gay.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
And he's the owner. And then you calling them niggas. Like
when they're the niggas are coming in probably.
Yeah, and people don't like you because you're gay.
Yeah.
It's just like stuff like that. I can't stand it. That don't make sense. But extra privilege because you're gay now. No, but you do have some companies that do that affirmative action because you're black.
Yeah.
You get their job. But I think it's law that they have to have a certain amount, or you want to show that your company is diverse. But just because you're gay, no. No. You don't get no extra privileges.
If you were gay, would you want extra privileges?
I don't need extra privileges. Straight people don't. I mean, everybody get an extra privilege. Somebody getting something from the government from somewhere.
Hell yeah. These people on welfare that shouldn't be on it.
But welfare is for everybody.
Yeah, but there's some people who shouldn't be on it. If
you damn right. And they need to be stricter about welfare.
Yeah, everybody can be on welfare. I can be on it too, but I can't be on it because I make a certain amount, but they won't let me be there.
All right, well, if you quit that job, maybe you can get.
But I don't want to quit the job because I want to better myself and go forward. I don't want to just depend on the government, because if I depend on the government at any time, the government can tell me, well, you know what, Mikhail, we're going to cut back on how much money we're going to send you. And if I get too damn comfortable, I'm going to be upset if you're going to tell me you cutting me back. If you're giving me, what, $800 every month or however they do it. Is it every month or every 2 weeks?
They give you every month.
Every month, yeah. If you give me $800 every month and then you send me a letter by the 10th month, oh, now we're going to cut you back to $500 a month. That's going to give me, you know what I mean? So I would rather keep my damn job.
Well, let me tell you something. They need to do something. They need to regulate on some of the people that have been using the government just to be using the government. They know
they got so many people using the government, Kevin. It's just
and they
like,
be giving out like money. And that's why
the market is always pack on the first of the month.
Okay. They really do need to crack down on some stuff.
And all you see in them shopping carts is juice, chips, sodas, pasty keys.
But you know what?
Syrup.
When I'm thinking, yes.
It's no food. It's all junk.
I do think that the government might have different programs for LGBT, like when it comes to housing and stuff like that, and different grants. Maybe they should try and look to see. Now, I don't know if Ben Carson will be in charge of that, but they got grants for everything.
Whoever is out there watching us, maybe y'all can let us know, because you might be a little bit more versed in.
But I never heard anything about just because I'm gay I need special funding for homes or special housing. I do think that for homeless LGBT or maybe elderly LGBT, they can be helped because they got all kinds of homes out there. Maybe they can.
Yeah, but but see, I don't even think just for them. I think it should be for everybody, not just because if you're gay and old.
No, but I'm saying they have those kind of homes or homes
specifically geared towards the LGBT.
They even got one downtown, but I don't know if it's government funded or how is it funded. But I don't think that the sexuality plays a part
in public housing.
And in funding. I don't think so.
Okay, so that's how we feel.
I just feel like
that's just how I feel about it.
Everybody is responsible for themselves.
Right. Everybody.
Gay, straight, bisexual, all of it.
You knew you was responsible for yourself when you didn't get that 40 acres and that mule. That they promised us years ago. Okay? You find me a black person that got it, and I'll kiss your ass.
Now, if they got other programs besides housing that can help, like people in the LGBT, yes, give them funding for that, but not just because it's housing. Like, it's tough. It's really tough out here for some LGBT, because if they come out, bitch, I look like I'm seeing things.
What you thought you saw?
I don't want to talk about it. I'm seeing things. That's how I look like, bitch, what?
No, I ain't seen nothing either. But you will see stuff if you don't get that out.
I know.
Okay?
I know.
And then out of the hallway.
I need you to, never mind. What time is it?
No,
I need to get some ink. Yes.
Because I ain't got no room in my car.
You got gas.
I said no room in my car. I definitely have gas, but I don't have no room in my car.
What was we talking about?
I don't know, but we called
wait. We was just talking about something. And I thought I said, alright, it might have been not meant to talk about because I thought I said something. Okay. Chris Brown versus Soulja Boy.
Is this gonna be a real fight? I don't know. I will watch it.
But let me tell you something. They not getting a goddamn coin of mine.
Yes, they will.
I will watch it on pay-per-view.
Yeah.
On the computer.
No, watch a pay-per-view here. Okay.
Oh, you'll pay?
Or we can go ham.
No, I won't go ham.
Yeah. I'll go ham.
Yeah, bitch, yes! We ain't even thinking about that. Hold up. But you know who I'm mad that jumped in on this dumb shit? Kelly fucking Price.
Oh, I thought you said Kelly Rowland. I'm about to say, what?
And she better not.
Why did Kelly Price ain't got nothing to do?
Talking about I want to thank them for allowing me to sing the national anthem.
Wait, pause. Is this for real?
Yes. She posted on her Instagram and I seen her in the shade room.
Wait, no, because I need to know because I'm voting for Chris Brown. I am.
I think that this fight is so stupid.
I don't think it's stupid. I think, you know what? You know what? You know why I don't think it's stupid? I'm going to tell you why. The argument is stupid. It's a dumb argument. But because of the generation that I grew up in, when you had a problem with somebody, you fought and you let
But
them
do you need to train the fight?
Yeah.
You throw them bitches in the boxing ring and let them fight.
Well, they want to be good. And
you want to be street. That's how the street niggas do it.
No, yeah, they do. Yeah, that is how they do it. But I would like to see them box it out. I would. Because if you do street, then that means that it's just going to be all in. And I don't want to see all in. I don't want to see nobody stumping nobody's hand or nothing like that. Let them box it out. Let them box it out like men because they've been acting like little girls. So let them box it out like men. Get whatever it is off their chest. And then
they'll still go back to doing stupid stuff because when them lose their ego, going to be bruised.
Well,
especially if it's Chris Brown. If he loses. Oh my God! Like,
where did she post that at?
Kelly Price.
Yeah, because
she probably deleted it. There go the picture right there.
Looking forward to singing the national anthem on the fight with Soulja Boy Chris. But thank you, 50 Cent, for trusting me with this. Oh my God!
And that's our page.
Yes, Miss Kelly Price. Yes, verified.
You're not my daddy. You're my man. Okay. You know what? Kelly fucking Price. I'm over you.
Kelly Price.
You
Kelly fucking Prices with an S.
Well, at least she's booked.
Hey!
That's all I can say.
She's booked.
At least she's booked.
She's booked.
And our good girlfriend Jennifer Lewis. Did you see her post?
With the dog in her hand?
No.
Oh no.
About her getting scammed.
No.
Bitch. Look, you gotta. I say Google whoever you date. Google them. And find out who they really are, because she thought this man was who he really was, and he wasn't. He had different aliases, and he had a rap sheet for impersonations, just owing people money. It was just so much going on, and he conned her out of $50,000, and she actually was going to marry this man. And all of this happened when she found out about all of this. Was like hours before her mother passed away in 2015. So she's been dealing with this for a while. And ladies, gentlemen,
that's horrible.
Everybody, yes, it's very horrible. And then she's also suing LA Fitness too, because that's where she met the man at. And she's telling LA Fitness this man is not who he really says he is. And she said that LA Fitness told him, sent him a letter saying that this person, she's saying that you're not who you really say you are, but they are backing him up. And
they're backing him up because
I guess because he's an employee.
Is he an employee or
he's a manager there. He's an employee of the company.
Oh wow!
And he was he sued her, saying that she was defaming who he is, saying like this is. She said that. Let me get.
I'm trying to figure out if he can lose his job simply because he lied to her about that.
Well, he should be losing his job because he lied to the job saying this is who he is, and he's not who he say he is.
Yeah, you're right. But I mean, could he lose his job simply because he conned her out of money?
No, he can't lose his job because of that.
No, he can.
But he can definitely lose his money for
being Michael Jackson when he's not.
And imposing somebody, impersonating. Yeah, this is the picture with the dog.
Yeah.
Yes. It's long, but I'll read it.
No, don't read the whole thing.
Alright. She said, on September 11, 2015, only hours before my mother passed away, I learned that the man I planned to build a life with was a convicted felon and con artist whose criminal career spans more than 25 years with a special skill in swindling women. This man, whose name is Tony Wilson, had been sentenced in 2010 to 4 years in federal prison for conning investors out of $4 million and was currently out on parole. I learned also that his name wasn't Tony Wilson, it was Bryce Carrington. By searching online, I learned that Tony Wilson is a convicted felon and a con artist. By searching online, I learned that Wilson, as Bryce Carrington, had falsely claimed to be a 3-time Oscar winner in sound design and had paid a jeweler to create a fake Oscar award statue to lure unsuspecting investors for his sound effects business. By searching online, I learned that Tony Williams' current alias, Dr. Antonio Wilson, an Oxford-educated PhD in theology, who lectures at UCLA and who is a self-published author of religious books and a former Navy SEAL.
This is him.
Bitch, that is too much. He looked like
Eddie Winslow.
Bitch, yes he did. He conned her.
He did.
He just said, Tony Wilson, an LA Fitness Club manager, introduced himself to me while I was working out at LA Fitness. What began as a professional relationship became a personal one. When I learned the truth about Tony Wilson, I immediately notified LA Fitness. The purpose of notifying LA Fitness was to urge LA Fitness to take action to protect its members, especially its women members. Instead of LA Fitness protecting its members, LA Fitness protected Tony Wilson. By telling him, LA Fitness protected Tony by telling me that I should stop accusing its club manager of being a fraud and a con artist. LA Fitness protected Tony Wilson by advising me to stop going to LA Fitness location where I worked out because Tony was the club manager. LA Fit.
Well, was he really the manager?
Well, if his name is Bryce Carrington.
Well, which?
I don't know who he is. Tony Wilson has too many aliases.
If it wasn't for Tony. Okay, he was just too much Solange. Baby,
yes.
But my thing is,
you could go to her Facebook page to read the whole thing. It's just too crazy.
But I'm confused at how. See, I'm confused at how. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. Because I kind of do research on people.
Yeah, I Google them.
Yeah,
we are verified.com.
We're meant to be together, okay? Because let me tell you something. And listen, if my ex sees this, I did it, okay? I never told you this, but I did it. I Googled my ex when we first, bitch. I went on your Facebook. I wanted to see who you knew, if we knew them, and if we didn't know them, I wanted to make sure you was who you said you were. And I Googled you, and bitch, I wanted to make sure every T. That's just what I do. Not because I'm scared that you're going to do something to me, but simply because it's a lot of crazy people out there and a lot of catfishes out there too. I wanted to make sure I knew this was you. This was you. Of course, all these years later, I do know it's you, and you know, you're one of my dear friends. But, and you never caught me out of no fucking money. I had no money to give you. But, that's the truth of the matter, you know? But, I think people should do their research. Like, I know she probably figured, well, this is simple. You know, he's a manager at, you know, what's the name? But I think that once people start asking you for money and large amounts of money, a red flag should automatically go up. Because I guarantee you, she ain't know him for that long. If he was in jail in 2010, her mother died in 2015, he was out on parole, I wonder when he got out. So that's only 5 years right there. So between 2010 and 2015, he got out of jail. He got out of jail and got a job as a manager at LA Fitness. Somewhere along the line, Jennifer, somebody was moving a little too fast that you were able to get this man money.
I guess she figured like she could date him and...
Not saying that you can't date him, but I just think that when people start asking you for a large amount of money, something's wrong.
Yeah.
Something's wrong. Like, you know what I learned? I learned, and I think I kind of learned this on the People's Court. I think I did. I'm going to find out where I learned it. But I learned that if your friend or somebody comes to you and asks you for a large amount of money, and they tell you that they can't go to their family, that's a red flag right there.
Yeah, but they need to go to the loan officer then.
Yeah,
they need to
because
go
I feel as though
call one of them pay their loans.
Because if you can't go to your family member for whatever reason, there's a reason why you can't go to them. It's either you probably owe them money.
Trusted with money.
Can't be trusted with money. It's something going on.
Yeah, and you never pay them the fuck
you never pay them back.
Wait till I get my income tax check, then I'll pay you back. No.
Right.
Did I tell you wait for the income check when I gave you that
money? No, I'm not waiting for no check. It's August. You don't get your income tax until February. So you mean I gotta wait till February?
And you gotta start writing down when you give people whatever. Like
not even writing it down. Text them.
Yeah.
Text. Let me tell you something. In the court of law, text is evidence.
Yes.
It is evidence. Why? Because
I never delete a text message.
You want to see my thread?
Yeah. And now that I got on your phone,
okay.
You know how much shit I got on my phone? I got text messages dating back to 2011. Still on my phone. I don't delete shit.
Let me tell you something.
Okay, bitch.
You see, I'm still swiping. 2014. Okay. May 3rd, 2014, on today. Okay?
Receipts!
Fucking
you never know what
you see, I'm still scrolling. I don't delete nothing. Okay? I don't. My mom, honest to God, my mom used to really have a shoebox back in the day with receipts in them. So when I saw telling people, when I started seeing people on social media saying stuff about receipts, it brought back memories. My mother had shoeboxes full of receipts. This is my shoebox.
My life.
Every time I get a new phone, they transfer everything from the old one to the new one.
But see, what you need to do is have that phone back up.
It is backed up. It's backed up.
Oh, okay.
It is. Because the guy told me, I didn't even know it was backed up. The guy told me, yes, your shit is backed up. I said, thank you. Yes. And he told me when the last time I backed it up. I said, yes.
You got to back it up on a regular because...
You do.
You never know.
Bitch, don't play with me. You ain't say what? Hold on, real quick. What's taking you so long? Well, it's taking me a minute, but I'm going to find it.
Yeah.
Fucking play with me.
I never said that.
I never said that. Oh, you did? Okay. Here you go. Okay. Here you go. You saw 2014. I don't play no games.
And especially the way they be screen capping shit. Y'all gotta be careful, even with your naked pictures. They got Sheree's son up on one of the websites.
They sure do.
I couldn't believe it.
Kevin texted me and was like, you know, but I texted him back and was like, it was bound to happen. I mean, he's nice looking. He was getting all this attention from people. It was bound to happen.
Especially with grown women.
Right. And then he's young. So, of course, he would send his dick pic on Snapchat where he thinks that it's going to be deleted, but I found out how you can save stuff when they send it to you.
Yeah,
and not only that, I also found out how you can screenshot people on Snapchat without them knowing you're screenshotting them. I mean, hello, and then the person who took the picture of him, they took the picture from like another phone or something like that. Like, come on, like, use your brains. That's how that basketball player got caught too a few months ago on Snapchat. Him DMing his ugly dick.
Yeah, and then y'all talking about, so what's his name? Not Soulja Boy, Fetty Wap. I don't care about that. Like,
what'd he say?
He had a sex tape. He has a sex tape.
I don't want to see that.
Maybe. It takes a lot of money.
No pun intended, but I don't want to see it.
It takes a lot of money to lay there and let me look at you. No. Stop, Kevin.
You heard what I said. I don't want to see.
No. No, you don't.
No, but first of all, they...
Bitch, can you...
No, I can't.
I'm not doing it.
No. Turn the lights off. Turn the lights off.
No, they have to be off. Because I'm scared of that. Like,
me too. Because I'll be telling people, fix your eye right now. Don't talk to me like that. When people used to do that little thing with their eyelid and flip it up, don't talk to me like that. Fix your eye.
Let me see.
No, I'm not looking at you, so you need to stop.
I can't do my eye. Got too.
You too old to be doing that. Anyway.
I got too much skin.
It's gonna get stuck like that.
Stuck.
Yes,
who you know got
You saw that video where I posted that girl crossing her eyes and her eyes got stuck. Better get out of here.
Now this don't. It's not bad, right? This pretty well.
I'm not looking at you. But anyway, come on. So yeah, you.
You. I'm about to say, are we done? Wait.
Yeah, we are done.
Yeah, we ain't gotta talk about Kellyanne Conway. I just think that Kellyanne Conway needs a nice vacation.
Kellyanne Conway is a fool.
Yeah, she needs a vacation.
Point blank. Period.
Oh yeah, Joe Biden. You can talk about Joe Biden because that was beautiful.
Yeah.
For President
So
Obama.
today, President Obama surprised Vice President Joe Biden by awarding him the highest medal in the land, which is the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Joe Biden had no clue that he was going to be honored, and so when President Obama brought him on stage and they were talking, the president was talking, and then when he announced it, Joe Biden just immediately got emotional. He turned around, he started crying.
Yes.
I was just like, wow. I was telling Kevin, you know, Joe Biden has been in politics for years. I also mentioned to Kevin that when Joe Biden started out in the early 1970s, President Obama was like 9, 10 years old when Joe Biden started out in politics. Like he was a grown man and President Obama was a little boy playing in school. You know what I mean? Like Joe Biden has been in there for going on 50 years now. Like almost 50 years he's been there. And for this to happen, and President Obama, when he awarded him, he called him his brother. Like, you're my brother. And it was just beautiful to see because I really, really genuinely saw a great friendship and a partnership with the two of them these past 8 years. And you knew that when Joe Biden spoke out against something or he spoke up on behalf of the president, you knew that Joe Biden genuinely meant it. And Joe Biden is one of those people that, to me, I felt like he's one of those friends that you know that when you're not around, they're gonna take up for you.
Yes. Okay.
That's him. He's gonna tell you because he's a cusser. He's gonna let you know. Don't fucking break with me. That's my homie. Barack is my homie. He may be a little wet behind the ears, but that's my homie. And you're not gonna talk shit about him while he's not in this room. That's Joe Biden to me. That's him.
Can you imagine the stories they done talked about behind those walls at the White House? Oh my God! I wish I could be a fly on the wall that don't get swatted. Because Obama not to get him.
He did. Did you see him chasing that fly in the Oval Office that day? He was having a meeting. He was having a meeting in the Oval Office with his cabinet members, and got up and rolled the thing up and started chasing the fly around the Oval Office, and was determined to kill him in the middle of the meeting. But you know what, Obama, who he is? He's me. I'm that way. Flies start flying, I catch them. They are irritated, and don't let them fly while I'm eating, because I'll throw my whole food in the trash.
No, but your body would, even if they land on your food. I know it sounds crazy, but you have stuff that'll break it.
Bitch, that's not what I'm thinking about when a fly lands on my food. I'm thinking about when it landed on before it landed on me. Yes. I don't play that.
Maybe I'm different. Like
you are different. You're nasty. That's nasty.
Keep passing that cookie for
bitch, are you kidding me? This shit breaks up. That's disgusting.
Your body needs a little bit of bacteria.
I'm not disputing that.
Or dirt anyway.
I'm not disputing that. But I don't want that image of that fly landing on shit or being in the dumpster or being on a dead animal or and then flying on or a dead body or a rat or something like that. Oh, ain't no old girl nothing, bitch. You're nasty. You won't ever have to worry about me eating after you, that's for sure. Because you say that, ugh. Ah.
You're eating after worse things than that.
Yeah.
Because you know
but I had the power. I had the power to eat after it. And I knew what I was eating after. But you talking like that?
Oh, you cleaned it first?
Ain't nothing going in my mouth dirty. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I don't want no damn infection in my fucking mouth. A dirty dick causes infections.
That's strep throat.
A dirty ass causes infections. A dirty vagina causes infections in the mouth.
Shut up!
That all causes infections down there when it's dirty.
Yeah, but who would have the... Well, people do.
Some people
and they say, you better not clean it. And you bet not.
And when you got a turtleneck, you better clean it even better.
Be not going... Bitch, you trying it?
Listen.
Oh, we already had this conversation. I don't get no complaints. It's even better. You want some water?
Bitch!
Ain't nothing wrong with that. And you better do it right, because you'll be trying to exit.
Kevin! It's time to turn this camera on, because I want to talk to work. It's nasty.
It's not. It's not.
Alright, I'll see y'all later, y'all.
Don't fart on camera. Can you hit the stop button?
Jesus. You tried it. Where's the stop button?
It's back, bitch.
Baby, it's
Working here 8 years and don't know where the stop button is.